welcome to Kids News Network at Pratt Elementary. We are bringing news to kids from kids. We're glad you're here.
Hi, I'm Elliot and I'm here to interview the wonderful Miss Cliff. If you didn't know, Miss Cliff keeps all the wheels turning at Pratt Elementary as our front administrative office assistant. Thank you for joining us today, Miss Cliff.
Well, thank you. I'm very honored to be here.
Let's get started.
All right.
Question number 1. How did your parents choose your name? Do you have any nicknames?
My dad's favorite name was Susan, and his grandmother that he never met lived in Germany, and her last name was Fair, and that's the name they gave me, except they didn't know how to spell it. So my middle name is spelled F-A-I-R. It's funny. Everybody made fun of me growing up, Susan Fair, just different. But my nicknames, my grandchildren all call me Mo, and my husband sometimes calls me Susie.
Do you have any pets, and what kind?
I have 2 pets. I have 2 dogs. They're both German Shepherds. The first one's named Ellie. She looks just like a police dog, and she has the attitude of a police dog. She always guards me. And the second dog is Stella. She's all black, and her mission in life is to kiss you as many times as she can before you push her off.
I'd love to have a German Shepherd.
Oh, they're fun.
Question number 3. What was your favorite subject in school when you were young?
When I was young, I always liked history. I liked finding out about the old ways of people doing things and how they lived.
Question number 4. What are your favorite foods when you were a kid?
Believe it or not, my favorite food was SpaghettiOs out of a can. That was a big deal. I like that. And Pop-Tarts. That was the other one.
But what is your favorite food now?
Now, my husband likes to smoke meat, and he makes the best ribs you ever had. If I have to go buy food, I usually like Mexican food.
Question number 6. What did you want to be whenever you first grew up?
When I was really young, I wanted to be a concert pianist, and I took classical music for 12 years. I went to quite a few contests, but I didn't enjoy it like other people enjoy it. I decided I think I will move on to art, so I became an art teacher, and I taught art for 15 years.
Nice. Question number 7. What was your first job?
My first job was in a store. It was called TG&Y. That would be kind of like your Dollar General store. And I ran a cash register there. And I got to pop popcorn in the big machine, so that was a big plus.
Question number 8. How did you come to work at Pratt?
A friend of mine was working here, and she told me about the job opening, and she knew that I had been in education and working with kids for quite a few years, and it's real close to my house, so I decided I'd come up and do an interview. And when I left and I walked out to get in my car, I said, oh man, I hope I get that job. I think I'd love to work there, and I have.
Question number 9. What is your favorite holiday tradition?
My family has quite a few little traditions. One of my favorite is every Thanksgiving, my family starts a Christmas puzzle, and everybody who works on the puzzle signs the back of the box. So, and then when they're all done at Christmas, I have them hung up. So I have all these great big huge puzzles of all different Christmas scenes all over my house, because we take all our pictures down and hang up our puzzles.
Last question, Miss Cliff.
Okay.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how would you rate this interview so far?
This has been the best part of my day. I have really enjoyed it. Thank you for asking me to come.
You're welcome. Have a good day.
Thank you.
Hello, my name is Kennedy. As summer is approaching, some families may be planning a trip together. I have 3 suggestions for you. The farthest suggestion is Denver, Colorado. The weather is beautiful and mild in the summer. Ilitch Gardens is a theme park that you could visit. If theme parks aren't your style, they have an awesome art museum and tons of hiking opportunities. a local overnight trip in Oklahoma. Beaver's Bend is 3 hours and 40 minutes away, so it is an easy drive. There is a beautiful lake and a popular state park. There are many cabins and campgrounds to choose from. It is different from much of Oklahoma's landscape. A family trip doesn't always have to be overnight. Blue Hole is a popular swimming hole. It costs $10 per car. The water is ice cold and so refreshing even in July. You could come over just for the day or tent camp for the night. It is only an hour and a half away. No matter what your plans are, stay safe and enjoy your time with your family and friends.
Hi, my name is Eleanor. And my name is Pippin. And today we're going to talk about easy ways for kids to help the environment. Because protecting the environment starts with you. And there are so many little ways you can help, starting with the 3 R's. Reduce, reuse, and recycle. If you don't know what that means, reduce means to make less of something. For example, using less water. Reuse means to use something you already have in a new way. Recycling is making something new out of something old. Now moving on to 10 tips you can do at home to help the environment. Tip number 1. Turn off lights and electronics when you leave the room or aren't using them anymore. Tip number 2. When you see a bug, you might be tempted to step on it. Don't do it. Bugs are a really important part of the ecosystem. Instead of killing it, ask an adult for help trapping it in a cup and letting it go outside. Tip number 3. Paper has 2 sides for a reason. Make sure to use the front and back before grabbing a new one. Tip number 4. Composting is turning your food trash into reusable nutrients for your garden. You'll even use less trash bags this way. Tip number 5. Speaking of food, food waste is huge. Save your leftovers or take smaller portions on your plate the first time. Tip number 6. Try to think about how much water you are using. When you are playing outside in the summer or brushing your teeth, be aware of how much you are letting the water run. Tip number 7. Try having a vegetarian dinner once a week. Beef and pork are great, but they also use a lot of natural resources to produce. Tip number 8. Trees are our greatest source of oxygen. Maybe your family can plant one together and it can be your family tree. Tip number 9. Recycle your school papers when you are done. You can write on the back of them or create a collage. Tip number 10. Drinking a bottle of water is so important for your health. However, the disposable water bottles are terrible for the environment. Use a reusable water bottle. And that's it for 10 tips. Remember, reduce, reuse, and recycle. Goodbye.
Hello, my name is Blaze Shrubble and I am here to tell you about some of the exciting upcoming spring events. One of our best spring events happening in our town, it is the Sand Springs Herbal Affair. It began in 1989 and is a fun event for the whole family. There are booths selling crafts, unique things, plants, and even ice cold root beer out of a canoe. They usually have a kids' tent and you might even see some of your friends performing with Miss Tarita's dance company. This is happening on Saturday, April 16th from 8 to 4. On May 6th, Jinx is having their food truck festival from 11 to 6. There's live music, art, and the best of all, lots of food. The last event I'll tell you about today is the Iron Kids Run. The race isn't until May 21st, but sign-ups are happening now. Kids 3 to 8 years old have a half-a-mile fun run, and kids 5 to 17 have a 1-mile fun run. All runners receive a t-shirt, race bib, medal, goodie bag, and the pride of calling themselves Iron Kid for $20. You can sign up on raceplace.com. That's all for me. Have fun.
Thank you for watching the second episode of the Kids News Network. Remember,
work hard, be kind, that's the Sandite way.